You can see we got some wood. We went there and started hunting a little bit. Just got a few pieces, but we still got a lot more to get. But everything's looking good. Freaking monstera just got crazy. Yeah. That's the newest one. What's going on, Jeremy? Appreciate the thumbs up. What's going on? Sound? Yeah, I'm just walking around in here right now. I see Cooter over there, but I don't see Scooter. Oh, yeah, there's Scooter over there. I don't see Pooter anywhere. Oh, yeah, I do. Oop. Oop, there's a bud. Look at that. Birdie. Pooter's up underneath there. He's got a real nice spot up underneath that log there. I mean, you can't see him at all. Let's get this back up here. Lay it right there. This is the raspberry deadhead. This is from Luna Whitcomb. I'm shocked that they got this far, to be honest with you. We, you know, if you're not familiar with the crash, we crashed it about, I don't know, it's been almost 30 days now, 28, 27, 28 days. But as you can see, the creek has come back, the pond came back, we got all the algae coming back, our grass is starting to come back, starting to get green down here again instead of all brown. You can see how brown it was. This is the plant that took the hardest hit out of all of them. Just went completely lockout pretty much. But still, nice tight bud, not as big as Terpy. Yeah, it smells like a freaking cherry orange sickle. And this is a lunar cheese. This is the same lunar cheese. This tastes like it smells kind of like sour milk. Let's try a different finger here. Yeah. Sour milk. So, this is the new junk. We threw some logs in here. This is what we've been working on. We went down to the bottom. We might go down to the bottom here again shortly. The tomato plant has a flower. So what I'm thinking here is that, you know, we brought it in here from outside. I don't know, what was it? Maybe 3 weeks ago? It's been in here now? 2.5? Maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, the creek's only been running, 2 weeks. And it's under 12/12 because of the flower, of course. So it probably thinks it's getting ready to die, so it's throwing flower immediately. We planted some ryegrass. Look at this. Wheatgrass. Excuse me, wheatgrass, not rye. Wheatgrass. That's something else coming out of the sand, silt, and clay. But we're starting to get roots. Got a sweet potato over here. And I also see some grass coming up. Yeah, got some logs. Found a few logs. Letting them soak right now. We got them from, from the reservoir. Excuse me. Damn bonghead. We got them from the reservoir. So they're gonna float. We got floaters right now, but this one got a lot of nice stuff on it. So you couldn't pass it up. Basically a stump. And then this here is a plank. Found this down there. Just sitting on a nice plank. And I'm hoping that I can get this kind of up, you know, maybe around in there, have it come up through there. So, or maybe somehow like that. We'll just have to bring this side up. But we have a plan. We brought in some rock. So, sweet potatoes? Oh yeah, sweet potatoes they're fine for now. Look at this. How cool is that? Almost like a piece of coral, like a live rock, a living rock. But it's not, it's just porous as shit. It's exactly what we want. And it goes. So we're just going to stack different rocks. Give us some kind of anchor points. You know, this big jewel right here, we got to get some. This can go right beside that one. We can rearrange, so I'm just getting them in here. Let's get some big ones. This one here. This one's weird. This is the only thing I could figure to do with this one. It's kind of stand it up like this. Stand it up right underneath this waterfall here. Let this waterfall crash down on it. Stand it up right underneath the waterfall. I don't know if you can see that. I can barely see it, but it's standing up. I've got a few more. This is just, we're getting some structure in here is all we're doing. Some heavy structure. Then we can get this stuff here wedged in between that. We just put it in here, so we're gonna let it soak for a while, and then it will just be easier to sink this plank here. Got this here. Maybe we can just there. So now we can put that stick. So I'm putting that stick up underneath that rock there. That's going to hold that stick down and kind of hang up. Stick up out of the water like that. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you stopping by. We're just messing around in here, making some structure down here for some fish. We got a minnow trap to go check down at the bottom. So just got different sticks just floating right now. So eventually we will wedge them down in here. Just like that. This here is the biggest one. Just thinking about sticking that whole thing in the ground. Right over here. And then putting a rock on top of it to hold it. And that's not what I wanted to do right there. We got about 6 inches of sand, pea down there. We can just push this down in there. Too much right now. I don't let it sit. Kind of difficult with only one hand. I like that to go underneath there. Muddied up the water a little bit. But as you can see, yeah, we got sticks. We also got algae in our creek starting off. If you can see the algae, you can see the speed of the water makes a huge difference in where the algae can grow, where everything is going to sit down and settle somewhat. But this is going to be where our filtration really starts. Like, this is the cleanup crew area right through here, okay? So we're going to filter a lot through our gold traps, our shit traps really, up through here. So each one of these pools, you see pool, 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 and then we shoot on down. And here's where everything kind of slows down, where algae can grab the rocks, where all the excess is going to get trapped in the algae hairs. You can see the string algae starting to form. This is the very beginning, and this is exactly what we want to see. And you can see it start. You can see where it starts to slow down right in there. And then it starts to build up. This is where everything kind of slows down, can build, and you can see you've got the final trap right here. So it's really cool to watch how it all just really starts to set in. You can see the green that's in the sand and silt, how green it is. That's algae starting to build. That's cyanobacteria building up. That's the purple non-sulfur bacteria. That's the microbes plus. That's the labs. That's all that just working. Star moss doing great. We're starting to get grass. Starting to see wheatgrass start to pop up. So once we start getting roots all along the edges, that's going to really help hold this soil together. So we've got the pea gravel and the sand and silt spread out over top, holding that moisture. So there's only see some more. This is only one spot where the water's coming in at, right here. So it's connected. This is the only spot it's connected. But that connection keeps all of this moist. Look at that. When it keeps this, it'll wick water all the way. I have not watered this. It'll keep it all the way up in here. And then this is just your mulch layer. Basically, things just pop out of this. You get roots in this. The worms will run through this, get you a nice worm casting made out of this sand, silt, clay, all that good stuff. You know what soil's made out of? You get that good worm casting running through all that bacteria, fungi that's in that stuff. You get takeoff material, basically. Sweet potato, yeah, we'll manage that. I'm just looking for roots right now. These are some really good roots. That potato is going to just shoot all over the place. Give me a good base root down through there. We'll just pick fucking sweet potatoes up. We gotta move it. Easy. Exactly. We're growing Derek and myself, my wife, some food. We got our little action figure out here. Getting ready to cut some grass. We have to cut that grass soon. My buddy sent us that over from Instagram. But yeah, this is where, this right through here, you can see the line. Right on in. That's going to be this is our main filtration. This is where all the fun stuff's going to happen. This is like our sub tank right here underneath if you had a saltwater aquarium or something like that, you'd have a sub tank underneath your aquarium. This is where everything would run through your sub to be captured by filtration and carbon and all that good stuff that cleans your water before it gets back to the fish pond. Things that have all the gases and everything that's built up from all the fish waste. We don't have any fish right now, so that's why actually I added a little bit because I took this nitrate pad over here. So I took that nitrate pad out and I just squeezed it through here. And all I did was feed. That's just food, basically. So you can see the oxygen bubbles. Look at the oxygen bubbles. Do you think that's a bad thing or a good thing? That's a good thing. That lets you know right there that the creek is producing its own oxygen. So what that does is those little bubbles will pop, and that oxygen will be released into the water, wicked up through the sand, silt, and clay, providing oxygen, dissolved oxygen for all the algae. The algae, all that moisture comes back through here. It's all light sensitive, so it's photosynthetic. It's growing with the light that transfers. You can see it coming. You can see it coming. Green. It'll come all the way down through here. It'll transfer into your soil. I can't explain the benefits. I just know it's beneficial to microbes and pretty much everything in the soil. There isn't it. Once you dial in the soil, if you get really good soil, like start with the best, like APSU is what I started with, APSUsoil.com. It's what I start with. It's a living soil already. We don't have to do anything but basically lay our mulch. And what I'm doing is a little different from most. So I created a creek where I'm going to basically water the mulch layer on top with creek water, being beneficial to all that microbiology. And yeah, that's this experiment that's been going on here for about 1.5 years. That's what we got going on over here. So this is the beginnings of what this has been doing for 1.5 years. And you can see that this over here. This is a slow moving creek. This is more of a different style than the other one, but this has already got the algae in it. You can see poo trapped in it, or organic debris, whatever. It might not be all poo, but this is the algae that we're building up. This is the filtration, a part of it. It's also feeds off light. And if you fuck the light up, then you fuck everything up. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate John, Lindsay, John, Jeremy, everybody that stopped by. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Yeah, we're just doing, we're just having fun today. I'm in here pretty much the rest of the day. We might take a ride down to the minnow trap. We got a minnow trap down at the reservoir. We got cootings. Look how clean that. We crashed this jewel about 27, 28 days ago, I guess now. So we came roaring back. We figured out exactly what happened, what we did wrong. It was all in that red light, that deep red that we pushed during flower. Killed off all our cyanobacteria. Killed off all of that green. See all this green that's growing that we just talked about? All that just got zapped by that deep red and killed it all off. Basically suffocating all the biology around the edges, which is why the grass turned brown and everything just died off. Didn't take long. Think about how long it takes to not breathe. You're not going to last very long. But we figured out the issue. We saw it. We did a water change. We added fresh sand silk clay. We turned the lights immediately back to the cool white. Lowered them down. The plants. By lowering the lights way down. I'm talking like I had PPFD around like 350. Like back when we were starting off. Like baby light almost. But we were in recovery mode. And the lights are what kind of, if you go into a skid, on the highway, sometimes you need to take your foot off the gas to get control. And that's what we had to do. We had to back off the gas and let the plants recover a little bit, get the bed time to recover, and then we crank them back up. Now we're back up to like 1,200 over there. Over here, we're like 950-ish. Down in here is where I want to be, 800, but we're probably around 556. But we're pushing them hard right now. That's why they're bulking up like they are. We're at day 57, so we're probably wasted a week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks of low light. So we might have to go to like day 70-ish, 75-ish. That one over there, the tops are... Oh yeah, the terpenes are insane in here, dude. Yeah, the terps are insane. They're doing fine. Bud did not disappoint. They're just not as big as I would like, as normal. Normally all of them are like this right here. This is the top. Normally you can get all the buds just like this. Some of them aren't. But terps are there. And for sure, the stress, but I don't want that kind of stress. Stress is good, but it's like going to the gym. I look at it as if I'm going to the gym, you know what I mean? Like, I want to put some stress, but I don't want to put too much stress. I don't want to be down and out for a week. You know what I mean? These are just now starting to get their color back. Like they were all kind of like that lime green right there. They won't deep green like they are right here. These Empress trees are a really good indicator. You can see how they're a really good indicator of what's going on in the bed. But these are starting to do something. Sometimes these just die off. Sometimes we just need to snap these off, get some air going. let it regrow. But yeah, they're a good indicator of what's going on. A lot of pests like to go here. They'll come up underneath these leaves here. This is where they want to be. That's not pest related. That's just probably some type of fungal bullshit. Who knows? But I know it likes to get eaten. Everything gets chopped and dropped, and it won't last long. Yeah, we came roaring back from our bush came roaring back. We've been pruning this like shit, keeping it off. Everything gets chopped and dropped. Just gotta chew your food up, man. Chew it up for them a little bit. It's like babies. They like mushy stuff. The more you mush it, faster it goes away. Faster it'll be available to your plant, whatever you got here. Just give us a little grass. All this diversity is key. We want the diverse plants, because with diverse plants come diverse microbes. Diverse microbes come buffet of food. And that's where we want to be, in the buffet, with high quality food. So that's really what I aim for in here, is just feed the soil. But not only that, it's really about maintaining water flow. It's about maintaining the algae. We got to keep the lights right. We got to make sure that the fish and the turtles don't get too much food. They get food. Too much food is a bad thing. So we only feed like twice a week. They just don't need it. We get plenty of debris and poo with just 2 turtles and a fish, and we got plinko, and then the algae eater in there, and then everything out, all these shrimp poo, all the snails poo, everything that's living poos. It's not just the turtles and the fish. Everything. All the way down to the bacteria and the fungi. Other than that, it's all pooing, shitting. And the more diverse shit we get, the more diverse nutrition we get, the more hopefully diverse. Hold on, what's that? No, that's not. I thought that rock was a shell, but it's not. I've been looking for shrimp. I see a shit ton of snails. Snails everywhere. See them all over the Kimmy Pier bag. All them little black dots are snails. They're everywhere. Shrimp, last I saw, were over here. But who knows? Looks like a dead isopod right here. They can only live underwater for so long. And then they're toast if they don't get out. But yeah, shit like that, like dead isopods just dying in the creek. That's decaying matter. If it ain't getting eaten, then that's just adding to the system. Kind of crazy. Hey, silly Lily. Gotta go. Nice RD. Black hole. Bam. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Yeah, I don't really want me to pay attention to the chat and watch where I'm going. Goddamn glasses on. Can't see. Look at me. Can't see. And I'm high too. So get what you get. But look at this goddamn fucking corn stalk here. Damn lucky bamboo just. What the fuck? What am I gonna do with that? It's just gonna go to the ceiling, I guess. Yeah, look at it down here. You gotta go way down there. Then you come way up here. Crazy. Just gotta make sure we don't have any clogs back up in there is what I'm looking for. You can see the water coming out. It looks normal. Probably could clean the pump, but I see a drip there. You see that drip, 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 right behind that leaf there? That's the dehu water dripping in. As long as we stay running consistent, but sometimes it can, clog up. Pump can get debris in it, especially when I run my hand through the creek and get debris up in the pump. It's not as bad as it was, but what's the name of the bug? This is raspberry deadhead from Luna All Day. Smells like this has got a fucking funky OG sour milk, a little bit of berry. This one here is orange lean. This is the one that took the biggest hit, but terps are off the chain. Cherry, cherry orange, I would say. Like a berry, extremely berry, like, yeah, just straight cherry, orange, grape-ish type stuff going on there. And then this one here is lunar cheese. Oh, this is from OK Calyx. Orange lean from OK Calyx. This one's another one from Luna. This is her lunar cheese. This actually has got more of a berry, but more of a, I don't know, it's like a fermented berry almost. With you know what? Every day it changes. Now I'm getting like a fermented yogurt almost. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait because every day it changes. It's sticky. I know that. This one here is the same lunar cheese. Those are all raspberry deadheads hanging up. So yeah, that's pretty good. Not too bad. Our Monstera is fucking. That was the new one. That's the newest one. Almost won't fit in the screen. This is the other one. This one's 3 feet. That's 3 feet of leaf right there. Trying to get a hold of it. It's insane. Loves where it's at, I'll tell you that. Loves where it's at. And we got aloe back there. I'm looking for digger. I don't see him. I'm looking for him. Hard to fucking see if I make this off. Hard to find digger these days. I'm looking for him. He's usually up in that cave back there. I don't see him. Where'd you go, Dig? I see him. No wonder we can't fucking see him. He's underneath this rock right here. Come here, you little bastard. What's up, Dick? You were hiding, buddy. Alright. There you go. I'm gonna let you down. I'm just gonna put you in the water, let you cool off a little bit. That's our boy Digger. Digger likes to dig. He's just a little baby box turtle. Our nieces and nephews dropped off here. And we built this little extension onto the side of this pond before we did all this. And so we built this just for him. And now we're going to end up connecting it. Right now we've just got this rock here. I've got this monstera hanging out. But I've got this rock just sitting here holding soil back. And we're going to fill all this with soil and make a little island here. And he'll be able to crawl on up in here. And we've got lips under here so he can't crawl out. We'll do some other maintenance up there where he can't get up in there. We got to build us another little wall right here where he can't get out. But yeah, he'll be able to come on up in here. We'll have that log hopefully stretched across there. We'll build a bridge. The bridge will just right across there. That's eventually. Don't be in a hurry. Because I'm not. Yeah, he might end up getting on the lawnmower. He might get bigger on the lawnmower. Look, he's already gone. Look. He's already up in his cave. That's just, he's got multiple caves. Doesn't know where he's at in here. He can be up in somewhere hiding. You got plenty of room. Then the other turtles can come in and out through Marcus Pass down there, you see. So right here, you can see where you can get in and out down there. And over here. So the turtles, Scooter and Scooter, come right on up here. I see Scooter, both of them will just bask right here on this rock here. And then both of them have access to this over here. So I don't know if they'll ever make it over here, but they have a place to, if she ever does want to lay eggs, she needs a place to lay eggs, needs a place to bask and stay in the heat lamp. And we got this T5 light bulb in here. So you see the T5, and then we got the heat over here, T5 over here. How much you want? Well, it depends on the plant. Depends on the weight. I mean, you can see these are pretty heavy bud. So, I don't know. There's probably, like this one here might only produce, a couple ounces. That one over there might produce freaking half a pound. Who knows? Depends on how big they get, what type of soil you got, what genetics you got, what kind of atmosphere you got. Are you running CO2? Are you not running CO2? All these things matter. What kind of space are you in? What kind of temperature you're running? Humidity you're running? Lights you're running? Spectrum you're running? So many questions. We gotta go check our minnow trap. Y'all want to go check the minnow trap? Hop in the golf cart and go down and check the minnow trap if y'all want. And y'all think I don't have wind in here. Everybody says, we need some wind. I got wind. I just turn it off so I can talk. Yeah, I think we'll ride down, check the minute. It's been, what time is it? It's 2 o'clock, 2:40. It's been 4 hours. Might get something down there. Let's go down there and see. Wife's gone out of town. I thought Johnny was out here. I'm gonna run over your ass. Get out of my way, I will run over you. Done it before. Am I back? I think I'm back. I might have lost you off for a second. Hopefully I stay connected. I should. I got a fucking tower not right down the street. I don't know about to find out. Maybe I can stem my pole. This is where all my sand and silk comes from down here too. We had a huge, it's probably gotten 10 inches of rain in the last, I don't know, week. Usually the water isn't this high. See our minnow trap? Do you see anything in it? I don't see anything in it. Let's see. Come on over here. Nope. Nothing. Nothing, Johnny. Just leave it there. I know he's gonna get fucking nasty. So we were down here looking for logs, but there's another spot right here. I'll show you. You know, all this moss. This is where that moss comes from. You just take this little slab. And then go right back. And where that rain came down through here the other night. Huge storm. We lost power yesterday without internet for almost 2 days. Only lost power for about 2 hours, but everything else was down. Well, we got some moss anyway. We didn't come down here for nothing. What do you think? You nasty ass again. I will fucking run over you, dog. I love you, but you're like a squirrel right now, playing with fire. Sorry, I was holding you on camera. Check out our 2 THC garage. These are our toxic reds. They love the rain the other night. Made it through that strong wind, standing tall. I mean, over 6. I'm 6'2", and I'm standing right beside it right now, and it's up here. Nice, healthy stalk. Strong. Yeah, THC Garage hooked us up. These are seeds. Just so happened to get 2 good looking females with the stalk owners. You know, it's early too. Still got a whole month and a half before they're even supposed to flower. They're probably gonna get 10, 11 feet tall. Set them in here right by the rose bushes. I got another one over there, but tomato plant. I'm supposed to have all these. Oh shit, grab my moss. Now, where should we put our moss? We put some in earlier, right there. When we went down. I think we can go over there. Thinking right down in here. Spider web. Look at that. Damn lucky bamboo. Just alright, yeah, I like that. Probably could use a couple more pieces of that, huh? Just boom, boom, right through there. You know what I mean? Fill that whole empty area up there with a little bit of that moss. Great microbial home. There's some more moss right there I put in earlier. Some of that creeping Jenny still hanging in there. Looks like it's going to take off. A couple different types of moss. That's a different type of moss than the other stuff. Mixed in there with that creeping Jenny. And the dog fennel and the ivy and the pink jasmine and the empress trees. All this is diversity in the root system and the root zone. We are pushing microbes down into the soil. Feeding microbes, excuse me. Feeding microbes. So this is the old Chemipure bag that we have. You can see always underneath the Chemipure bag there are worms coming up. Everything likes to come up, get to the Chemipure bag. Eating all that bacteria and stuff all over that Timothy hay and wood chips. Look at the mites and little tan looking things there. I don't like that light. But this has got charcoal or carbon basically in it. Look at the little pellets. Those are activated charcoal. That's activated biochar. It's been in the creek, just like those. So that's how it's activated. You can see the little balls of clay, biochar, packed full of life. This is carbon. So I like to just set it down there, let the things come up, eat. Worms will get in the little holes here, work their way through all that stuff, creating worm castings. See, worm casting. Excuse me. Something went up my nose. But yeah, all of this is just, that's what it's for. It's for creating a root rhizosphere of just roots, mass roots of different types of plants. Cannabis is just here for a little bit of time. If we can get all these bushes and trees, grasses all consistently contributing to the soil breaks down super fast. We have to keep adding more and more and more. Chop the cannabis, take it out, replant right beside the old. We don't touch the root ball. The root ball just becomes food for the microbiology. Turn the old root mass into nothing pretty much in about a week or so. The old stalk here, these turn into just like balsa wood almost. Like they just fall apart over time. Right, just fall apart. You keep it wet, it'll fall apart even faster. Pretty neat stuff. Cool thing about it is we don't have to worry about watering the soil. We just got to manage the creek, manage everything, connect these portions right here, and that will wick that moisture right on up. Pretty crazy. As soon as we throw those roots, it'll be game on. We got these wheatgrass coming. We got the sweet potato that's going to take over the whole bed. Tomatoes throwing roots, going in the flower. We got the basil over here. I get my daily dose. Yeah. Hopefully one day we'll be able to come in here, take some fish, clean them, grab us some whatever, tomato, squash, cucumber, some peas, carrots, take a couple fish out, clean them up, take them on the grill, put everything in a little bag, grill it up in the little grill, and booyah, we got us a meal. Hopefully we'll be able to keep doing that repeatedly by having a nice little habitat in the pond for the bluegill and crappie. Might even throw catfish in there every once in a while. But yeah, should be pretty neat to be able to come in here and grow food year round. Basically you'll be able to have your protein and your vegetables all in one setting year round. All we gotta do is maintain the environment in here. This is our IMO pile. Take a sip here. This is basically just what we rake up around an oak tree down there where we were just at. We rake that up. Then we add our rabbit bedding rabbit poo, and then add some natural farming inputs like some JLF, some humic acid, some compost extract, some seawater, a little bit of vinegar, all these in a couple gallons of water. Pour it in here, let it activate, let it get up to temperature. Once it gets up to temperature after about 4 or 5 days, around 120 to 130-ish, you're ready to go. You can do it again if you want, or you can just, this right here smells so good. It smells fresh. It's nice and cool. It's not hot anymore. It's full of white, like mycelium, I guess that's what you call it, or just bacteria that's just breaking down organic matter. But it smells like fresh forest. Pretty cool. This is what we top off with. And everything just loves it. So we can take this and mix it with some APSU super soil, and off to the races we go. That's just, this has, rabbit poo in it, but other than that, it's just the Timothy hay, and then basically like an IMO, but for mulch. It's like my personal mulch. It goes on top of the soil. So, like this stuff here, this gets broken down over time. Just underneath there, you can see it's a large. That's aeration. Those guys create aeration. So they're constantly moving, constantly doing what you see. As long as that moisture, you can see where that moisture line kind of is. Right in here. Springtails are tiny, tiny, tiny. You can see them. I see a few. Most of those are isopods, arachnoids, or whatever the hell, arthropods. And you got springtails. You can see the springtail right in the middle, right there, almost. That tiny little one right there. Bunch of little ones. Oh yeah, the more you see, here they are. Springtails everywhere. So these guys, this is my working crew. I want to keep these guys happy. What makes them happy is fresh organic matter. They love to eat. They will eat your plants if you don't have enough for them to eat, because they're going to eat something. Everything wants to survive, so they're going to eat. You better feed them. Got plenty to eat in here. So this is what we'll just top off with. We'll just top that stuff right on top of this. But we're waiting on some soil. Get some soil. Top off. This is a worm cat. These are there it goes. I don't like that light. So whenever you move a rock, it's wild how that thing going up in there, that thing look crazy. It looked like an earwig, giant earwig. See the air passageways going through those worm castings. These are all air channels, been created by all the living things that you just saw: worms, isopods, earwigs, just working through the sand, silt, clay, organic matter. As long as I don't go fucking with it, it'll be alright. Let's see. I can't help myself though. Let's see what's on here. Ah! See that earwig just pull out? Huh. And they're working. I'm just checking in on you, making sure you're doing your job. Boss man's here. Oh shit, boss man's here. Get to work. Inspection time. There you are. I've been trying to get my hands on Cooter for a minute. He's very hard to catch. He does not like it when I try and grab him. But I just like to check him every once in a while, you know. Check up. What do you think, Coot? Make sure your underbelly's all clean. Your shell is crystal clean. I know you're good. You're just chilling. The shell looks really good. No slime whatsoever. Remember, they're babies, so they're going to be getting their patterns here. They're only like less than 2 years old, so they're definitely going to change in color and pattern. You're going to start to see like those yellow stripes, kind of like see those kind of like little color patterns on their shells. As the shell gets bigger, they'll change. Pretty cool to watch. If you go back and watch when we first put them in, they were, 50-cent pieces, fit in the palm of your hand right here. Scooter's definitely the biggest one. I think she's the female. I'm hoping Cooter is the male, but hard to tell. So young. Looks like he's the male though. Looks like it. We've got some time to go, but they're nice and white, look clear. I can probably see a little better than you, but definitely got a good 10 days, maybe even a couple weeks. Let's say we're day 57 right now. Plus we lost some time, but what are you gonna do? They finish when they finish. So, what else we got to do? The minnow trap was done. That was empty. Better go back there and check the DHU water real quick. We haven't pulled much. So we got it set at 60. So it's running right now. But the humidity was around 62-ish, I think it was when I walked in here. See how that water's got to turn. Pushing it up in there. It's got to turn around and come back. And all we got to do to adjust the flow is move those rocks right there. Move these, and all of this changes, like, incredibly. It's kind of crazy. But we're creating a really good vortex of water going on down here. Really got good sound, good flow, lots of spiraling going on. Nice little drop off, like multiple waterfalls. Boom, boom. You see it drop off there, going on down, and it slows up right there where that out. You see the brown start, and it comes on back around. That is completely normal. What I want to see. So once we get all that out, you're going to see just algae string from here all the way around. It'll just be full of algae along the edges. And we'll just pull that algae out, set it in the soil, pull it out, steward it. That's our food, basically, our microbes. So it'll be our job to steward the creek and pull that algae out, utilizing it in the food soil web and putting it back into the soil bed. That's just one way we get that benefits of that into the soil. And if we didn't, it would fill up with poo and eventually turn to shit, and the pond would crash, and we'd be right into doing a water change again. I don't like doing water changes. You don't have to do a water change. You hook up that DHU, right? Get the DHU fresh water going in constantly, and you got enough biology in your creek to clean your poo. You don't have to do a water change. Like, I went a year and 4 months. That's why I was kind of pissed when I had to do it. I crashed it with the lights, because I spent a year and a half fucking building biology in my creek. It's where we don't have, all we gotta do is keep adding fresh water, and the DHU does that, and stays topped off. You balance it out right, you get the sand and silt right, where it's wicking just as much as you're putting in. You can top off. The DHU will dump in, topping you off as this wicks out, and you have a perpetual system that doesn't stop. You just have to basically manage. It'll water itself, it'll feed itself, all the good stuff. We fill up the reservoir down at the bottom, so it'll feed from the bottom up as well. So here's our reservoir. You can go down in there and see we got water down there. That's completely normal. I want water down there. I just don't want it filling up constantly. So all that extra water will eventually be wicked up by all the roots that we're going to get in the soil. That soil sits on top of a clay layer. And just like over here, once we get the roots established, it's really just about freaking bringing a machete and hacking your way through all the growth you're going to get. it's going to get crazy stupid. And this cannabis, I mean, I wouldn't even consider this a good run. I mean, I consider, I take that back. I didn't even say that. It was a good run because I saved it due to the knowledge that we had coming from a bunch of different people like Mo and, you know, the guys on the soil regenerators just told us, you know, that light, that deep red, killing off the cyanobacteria, just a chain reaction of events. But we caught it, and you can see our diachondra is coming back, nice and strong. That's good. As long as that's coming back, our dog fennel's growing like crazy again. We removed this dog fennel over here because that took a tremendous hit. Couldn't save that, but it needed to come out anyway just because of where it was. So we put some moss there. Yeah, all in all, not too bad. No pest damage. You know, that's a big indicator of you know, shit really going bad. We got gnats for a little bit, and then we got the flies, but that was all completely normal. Then we dialed the system back in, and now all that went away. I haven't seen any gnats. Maybe a house fly here and there, but other than that, hasn't been many. Got some black soldier flies back. That's good. So, yeah, I don't know, pretty good. Can't complain. What else we got to do? I was going to try and put this rock in there, but we've already got multiple rocks. Just got to let that sit for a little bit. Got to find some more rocks, more log. I'm really looking for a log. It's so much water down there right now. I can't walk around. Usually we can walk around the edge of the reservoir, pick up waterlogged stuff. But I can't even get down there in the water anymore right now. Can't walk around because there's too much water. So just going to focus on building this. We'll get some fish. Go down there and catch us some fish. We're going to watch the grass grow. We're going to watch everything else grow. Hopefully once we flip the lights, that's when we'll bring in our vegetables. There's no sense, like the tomato, I probably shouldn't have even brought in here, but I just couldn't wait. And you can see it's already going to go to flower, but it ain't going to have time to produce a fruit before I go flipping the lights. You know what I mean? I'm going to flip the lights back to veg, and it's probably going to re-veg, and then be like all confused. But we'll see what happens. Might get 10 foot tall and 1,000 tomatoes off of it, who knows? And I've got this lima bean here. Remember all those plants we planted? They all got taken out by the storm. I got the lima bean left. It did pop, but like I said, we're not in much light right now, so when we flip the light, we should see some crazy growth. Should. Got no doubt. Still see our splash zone here. Although it's reduced quite a bit. I don't have any more splash along this edge here. Just a little over here. Eyeballing around there real quick. really got to pay attention to what's going on. A little wheatgrass going there. Pay attention, you see all kinds of little things start to pop up. That right there. We put all this grass in. We stole it from over there and brought it over here just to kind of get it going. Looks like we got some root going right there, huh? We don't even have that connected at all. There's plenty of water down at the bottom, so we don't need it connected. This connects right here. It still keeps all of this moist. Starting to dry out right around in here, but right where it connects, it'll stretch out, you know, pretty far. Hey, little buddy, I see you. Roots. Bringing in some roots. Here's another one. Looks like another one coming up right there. Oh no, it's just, oh yeah, it's a piece of grass. And some of that star moss. And the wheatgrass. Starting to really come up over here a little bit. How about that view right there? Pretty cool view. My chat still working? I don't even know. Anybody still there? Can y'all still hear me? I hope so. It says I'm live. Somebody give me a thumbs up if I'm live. Can y'all hear me? Anybody? Guess y'all can't hear me. Don't know why. Can y'all hear me? Anybody? Am I still here? It says I'm still here. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. If I'm still alive or not. It says I am, but can't read chat. So I guess I'm back. Oh, okay. Cool. I am back. Something happened there. I don't know what. I couldn't read chat. I couldn't get anything. But anyway, we were almost done anyway. Just sitting here shooting shit. But anyway, appreciate y'all hanging around. That's life. That's right. That's life. hour and a half's good anyway. I'm getting kind of hungry anyway. Maybe it's something to eat. Go hang out with the dogs a little bit. These things can fend for themselves for a while. I don't see anything that we need to do. So, with that being said, like I said, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Jeremy, Black Pearl. We'll have a video tomorrow going. And I know I got to work tomorrow, but we'll get our morning video in. And then, I don't know, I'll go live Thursday probably. We hope anyway. But we got Let's Be Buds Wednesday. Oh yeah, we'll be live. What am I talking about? Thursday. Our show, Soil Discoveries. That's what I was thinking about. So we got Let's Be Buds tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and we got my show, me and Mo with Agro Soil, Thursday at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8. So come check us out, hang out, take a look at the microscope, some cool shit, and we'll see you then. Peace.